Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing Christmas rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. Don't fight this fight alone. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Well, this is the cold steel drop forged Bowie. Now, let me explain a couple things. I absolutely despise the handle scales. You can go to Walmart, you can go to one of the big box stores and find these same handle scales on a $2 pop gun for a kid. I hate them. Now, that being said, the knife is actually pretty well made. I know that drop forged is an overused term. I didn't name the damn knife. And dear Cold Steel fanboys, I probably own more Cold Steel than you do, so spare me, okay? I can dislike a knife. And I love Cold Steel. I don't dislike the knife. I despise the handle scales. Now, let me say this real quick up front. This is 52-100, which I love that steel. We do have, now I'm pulling actual measurements here. We do have about a 9.5 inch blade with probably an 8 and 5/8 cutting surface. The handle from the bottom of the guard to the bottom of the handle is 4 1/4, so it fits okay. A little small, but not bad, not bad. The knife is actually, the handle is a 1/2 inch thick. The blade stock goes down to about 1/4 and it goes down to a distal taper. Now, let me say this. This hose right here is incredibly difficult. The knife came in pretty sharp. I've done nothing to the edge. One, this is a bigger blade, okay? And so the edge bevels, and I don't usually talk about like grinds and edge bevels and things like that, but all the edge bevels come in pretty even, look good. The knife looks good as far as an edge goes. This demonstration is going to be a lot tougher material to cut. Now, I'm just being honest with you. Here's what I really think. The knife did very, very well in certain areas. In others, you see that hard pull, that hard tug. Now, watch this piece of oak right here. It actually trims it. Now, I move my finger up to the finger choil, and I played around with my thumb some. Now, here's the deal. This knife is going to Samurai BYRD. And I'm going to go ahead and give you my shout outs real quick. Samurai BYRD is one of my shout outs. Thank you, my brother, for helping out. You know what you did. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for shouting out Joe, helping there. And Samurai BYRD's just an awesome, awesome dude. He's blowing up right now. He's going viral. Now listen, this ain't a deal where I hate this knife, let me give it away. I love the knife. It's just not something I would carry. I think Samurai BYRD could take this, and with about 5 minutes of sharpening, I think this thing can be like an absolute damn razor. It almost has a 90-degree spine on the back. A file on the back would probably make that happen pretty quickly. So within 5 or 10 minutes of work, this could be an absolutely awesome bushcraft knife. Now, right here, I want to show y'all this, and I'm going to go ahead with another shout out. This is that old Florida vine. Now, to my dear tree-hugging friends, I'll cut these vines because they kill trees, but I wanted to show y'all something with it too. One, this thing's not a bad chopper at all. At all. Again, if it wasn't for the handle scales, I'd be pretty fine with it. It's probably still not something that I would carry, but I love the knife. Now, right here on one of these Florida vines, I want y'all to look at the bottom. You take it, you cut it, and then you put a little notch in it. And if you watch, you see it dripping water. These are a good source of water. If you need water, right here, I'm going to taste it. It was fine. So if you're ever stuck in the woods in southeast Georgia, northeast Florida, Alabama, or something like this, and you need water, really, really good source. And we did not destroy the vine. The root's still there, okay? Now, right here, we're going to do a little... See them scales? The scales just kill the knife for me. And I know you can take them off. I know you can wrap the handle. I know all that. Other than that, I like the knife. Let me say that up front. Right here, I like doing this test because there's 12 billion palmettos in Florida. They're a little bouncy. They're a little rubbery. but the knife had no problem. And it's hard to, I don't want to say that it's a thin blade stock. It's not. Like I said, it's all one piece. It's their drop forge series. So the handle's made 1/2 inch, and then it's all one piece. It all runs together and it goes down to about 1/4. But when you have that long a blade, it makes it look thin. It's not. It's very, very, very sturdy. But it gives it almost a machete type. And it's got kind of a pistol grip to it, which this one's just a slight curvature, okay? So it actually feels pretty good in the hand, and it works pretty good. Now, right here, throughout the test, y'all know that I'll take stuff and just kind of slice it, cut it up, that kind of thing, okay? The knife performed very, very well for the demonstration. And again, it's not really fair to call it a review or test. We don't do anything scientific. We just basically demonstrate uses of the knife. And I am a novice at best. Now here's a little bit of deadfall right here. The owner of the property was actually out there. This was at the Haunted Ass Church out in the woods. And at some point, I'm probably going to do a little camp out there. The owner was there. There's a couple of different paths and things out there. So he said, man, if you're going to be out there, would you mind clearing a little bit of this? I said, no, not at all. It's a great way to test this knife. Now, you can see the sheath there. It's their typical, whatever their version of Kydex is, and it has a nylon strap to it. Now, for me, I don't mind. I really don't mind, because I've got shorter arms and it rides a little higher on me, and it was pretty easy to get to. The Kydex is good, or whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it. It's damn Kydex or plastic or whatever you want to call it. Now, right here, we're just going to do a little shaving. And I was in there's a creek, and I'm going to show y'all parts of the creek. But I wanted to discuss something too real quick. This is kind of why I wanted to go, or I want to go to a different camera source, maybe like a GoPro type situation. One, to give you a POV view, but two, one that would expand out, because really, Florida, Northeast Florida, has so many different environments and different types of forests. There's swamps, there's pine forests, there's regular, just brushy forest. There's all kinds, and I would have loved to pan out and give you a little more. I'm going to try to give you a couple views in this one. But this is one of the big reasons I want to go more to that GoPro type thing. So, again, right here, knife handle's pretty good. For a longer blade, it actually has, and it might be that slight curvature. Now, the back guard, for me, I could have done without that back guard, because I like sliding my thumb up for close-up work and things like that. Not a huge issue. It still worked fine, and there's the Lone Ranger handles again. That's the last I'm going to say about it, because like I said, the knife is not a bad knife. Now, we're going to do the Donnie Be All Day drop test and the Donnie Be All Day throw it at the stump test, and we're going to do the John Peter stab test. So obviously, Donnie Be All Day is trying to get to 10,000. If you haven't subscribed to D-Bad, please go do so. So let's get him to 10,000. Now, I also want to shout out ISSAC the NOOB. ISSAC's a great guy. He does a little bit of everything. ISSAC does a lot of nature videos. He just did one on the Army Museum. ISSAC the NOOB. And I will put links in the description to these guys. I've got a bunch of shout outs to get out over the next few videos. But ISSAC the NOOB is one I want to shout out. Now, this is some of that old rope that I got from the shop. It's been in the dirt, it's been in the sand, it's been in the mud puddle, and I want to show you right here. Now, again, I had to put a little tug on it. Not much, but a little. But overall, guys, like I said, 5 or 10 minutes work, and you probably got you a pretty badass camp knife, woods knife, if this is your thing. I love cold steel, and in this picture right there, or in this video, I was carrying my 80-15 and my 4-Max, and I used my Rifleman's Hawk today to great effect. So I do love cold steel. It's just, and here's the deal: the price point on this is about $118. I am going to put an Amazon affiliate link if you want to check it out. Look at it on Amazon. If I would have known it looked like this, would I have bought it? No. For $118. I was expecting more out of the handle. And that's all I'm going to say. The knife itself is a good knife. It holds up well. That's really all I'm going to say about it. 118 bucks. This could have been a tremendous bargain and a tremendous knife. Now, right here, we're doing the JP stab test where we stab some sidewalls of tires. I looked for an old tire today because I think this one would have done really good in a Tower of Doom type test. And if I find one before I send this to BYRD, which I'm going to try to get to the post office next week to send everybody's stuff out, I might try a Tower of Doom test. But like I said, overall, really good knife. The knife is really good. There's really no hot spots. It did the JP stab test well. Stabbing there just straight forward in the side of that red oak from West Virginia. No hot spots there. Now, for the remaining time, about 4 more minutes, I think we've got about 4 more minutes, we're going to split some wood, and I do strike a ferro rod with the back of it. Like I said, take a quick file, go across that top, and it's pretty close to 90. 5 minutes worth of work on that, 5 minutes worth of work on this blade, and you'd have a razor sharp knife with a 90-degree spine. Now, right here, we're going to do some batoning. It handled the batoning very well. This is a piece of firewood from Home Depot. This stuff is harder than a brick bat, man. I've said that. I bought one bag, had to be three months ago. And that stuff's just hard as a damn brick bat, son. And we baton all kind of ways. Cross the stuff, with the stuff, the whole nine. But you can see right here, knife holds up really well. And it split that log, no problem. Really no problem. And again, guys, I am better with bigger knives than I am pocket knives, but still in that novice range, still learning every day, trying to get better. But right here, you see the knife holds up really well, and then we're going to kind of go to a bam style baton here in a minute, where we just kind of right there, just finish it off, no problem. No edge damage, none of that. That held up fine. Right here, we're going to try throw a spark, nothing there, and then you start seeing it. Now, it didn't just rain them down, and that's what I was saying, a little bit of work with a file on the back, and really, truly, honestly, you got a heavy-duty thing. Now, here's where this is kind of an anomaly. This is a dog food bag, obviously. And the tip of this thing, the top part, the tip of the blade is razor sharp. In the bottom left-hand corner, you see there, we're working on an old piece of oak. Did well there. On the wood and things like that, the knife performed really well. Now, I realized that the rope we used and one of the water hoses we used was aged, and it was just a tough material with a longer blade. But hopefully you get a good idea. And like I said, I'll leave an affiliate link to this one. It's not bad. It's the handles, man. You can take the handles off this thing and wrap it and it'll be good. Well, guys, listen, we got about a minute and a half, something like that. I want to say this to everybody. Merry Christmas to you. Some believe in it, some I can't help you there. I'm not going to ruin my holiday. For those that don't, Merry Christmas to y'all. God bless y'all. I hope you have a great time with family. Tomorrow, about 1 or 2 o'clock, my phone's going off completely till Sunday morning. I may pop a video in there, I'm not sure. So I did want to say to everybody, thank y'all for everything you do. Thank you very much. Today is our 1.5-year anniversary on the channel. I kind of wanted to be to 3,000. We're close. We're within 40, I believe, and we'll get there. But that's okay. We setting goals. Well, guys, listen. My guy Mikey, whom I love, says it best. He says, Scab, never give up, never surrender, and everything will be okay. Doesn't say it's easy, but it'll be okay. My guy Mikey's true. Here's just some random stuff we're cutting up. Listen, guys, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy your time. Relax. I love y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son.